Good evening, madam. I can't hear you.
Namaste, sir.
Hello. Namaste, Koramjari.
Kurumjari, sir. Well, my question is, it is just my observation, but it seems that the politicians of India are majorly focused on the Hindi-speaking regions of the country. The South seems to be somewhat ignored. The East is entirely ignored. So, in the name of democracy, it seems that the politicians are kind of uplifting only their own kind. So my question is democracy really serving this nation?
That is a very profound question. Very profound question. So, you are right that it is certainly not an unfounded claim that the politics at the central level in India has been very much North India centric. It's mostly been males from North India, old men from North India, who have ruled the country as prime minister and so on. So certainly it is true to some extent. Now, when it comes to Hindi, Hindi is not the natural national language for India. It's just it is spoken by just a small percentage of Indians, and yet it was imposed upon India by Mr. Nehru because he liked it, and so on. Uh, what really needs to happen is that every single state language needs to be given equal priority. I would say that the education system should be such that you need to have a two language system, and education should actually be in the mother tongue, whether it is in Manipur, whether it's in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, wherever it is, the education should be in the mother tongue and in one national language. That would serve the country much better. And then this entire sense of grievance that our language, our culture is being marginalized would go away. So the system is a very colonial system. Earlier, you had the English language that was imposed everywhere, English culture, and even today we have that. And Hindi. So today it's in English and Hindi. If you look at India's court system, judicial system, you cannot do anything unless you speak English. You have to speak to the lordships in English. If you go and speak in Hindi, if you go and speak in Marathi, you speak in Manipuri, they're going to throw you out. It's a very colonial system. So this certainly needs to change. And is democracy serving the country? Well, this current system of democracy is not serving the country. It is clearly not taking the country in the right direction. Because if democracy is supposed to throw up good leaders, right? You're supposed to have very capable leaders who emerge out of the democratic process and rise to the top. Now we do have one or two good leaders in the country. I'm not saying all are bad, but take a place like Manipur. Take a place like Manipur. Look at the history of the past 50 years. What did democracy do for Manipur? Manipur has gone through such horrific insurgency, drug abuse. It was all done by the state. The state was neglected until the 2010s, completely neglected. I know what happened in Manipur. I know what happened in Nagaland. I know what happened to the Northeast. The Northeast of India got complete stepmotherly treatment from the central government. They put in place various chief ministers who were just looting the state. I'm not taking names, but I would
Yeah.
say that. So yeah, this form of democracy is a fake democracy. It's not real, true representative democracy. You are allowed to vote once in 5 years, but you're not allowed to participate in the democratic process. So things need to change. We need a better system. So it's a very
Yes,
good
sir.
point that you bring up.
Talking about this, since India is such a diverse culture, is democracy like can be served for long term?
I think democracy is something that certainly can benefit the country if it is implemented properly. Right now, it is not being implemented properly. It's not a real democracy. It's just a pretend democracy. That is why we are not getting the empowerment of the people at the grassroots level. Because see, if you have some problem in your house, in your locality, and if you go and approach your chief minister or your local MLA, they're going to just ignore you. So that is not democracy. In democracy, they are supposed to help you, right? Whenever you have any problem. So the entire system is built in such a manner that there is no real democracy. The people are not really benefiting from this. Only the politicians are benefiting, right? So that
Yeah.
is what needs to change. The system is constructed in a manner that only benefits the political class. It completely marginalizes the common citizen. You have corruption, you have apathy, you have bad roads, bad infrastructure, bad education, all kinds of problems You have to face a lot that the politicians never face that. So this needs to change. So it's a very, very interesting point that you brought up. I know how it is. Whatever you're facing in Manipur, I know how it is.
Oh, by the way, I'm
Right?
from Assam, sir.
You're from Assam. Oh, okay. But I thought your name was Manipuri. Anyway, Assam,
Of course,
similar problems. Similar problems in Assam.
similar.
Assam, I think, is even worse. Anyway, thanks
Okay.
for the question. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye. Good night,
Thank you.
sir.
Bye bye. Good night.